Milani Soft Focus Glow. Let's just get into it. No high, no nothing, because why should we? My entire body hurts so bad. I've been to the gym so many times. I'm standing on this freaking treadmill, running for an hour every single freaking time. And today I went to weigh myself and I had lost 1 hecto. 1 hecto. Thank you. But I'm not giving up. I know that it is what it is. You know, the body works in mysterious ways. So I might have lost more in, measurements, but maybe my body is filled with liquids or water or whatever. I know that what I'm doing is right. I am not eating more than I'm taking in or getting rid of. So I know that it's going to work. It's just like right now in the beginning it's not working. If it's not working later on, I know, okay, trigger warning. Did you know I am in a bunch of different Facebook groups, but I got so fed up the other day because I was in this Facebook group where they talk a lot about like skincare and whatever, and they were talking about the fact like limiting the group because they wanted to remove some topics because a lot of people thought that it was triggering. They said that they started to see wrinkles that they had never seen before. They started checking their faces to see if their skin was uneven or if they had any blemishes or, X, Y, and freaking Z and said. You say said, I say C, but it's said. And I have just started to realize this. And I was like, but you're in a freaking Facebook group for skincare. What did you expect? This is a very shallow group. This is where people are going to talk about wrinkles, blemishes, how to get rid of them, which cream works, which cream doesn't work, how. And I have to be totally honest, like people is getting triggered by everything, and people kind of abuse the trigger word so that if you actually get triggered, it's like, oh, you're one of those people. And also, take some freaking responsibility of yourself. If you are being triggered by a group like that, I'm not saying that you're not getting triggered by it, but then stop. Don't watch it. It's the same thing I saw, who was it? I can't remember, but someone, this is like a very long time ago, someone did a YouTube video where they showed what they had purchased. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with or nothing extreme about that. Sure, this person had bought a few things. Maybe it was a lot, I can't remember. Maybe it was quote unquote normal. But it was like, okay, whatever. And someone was like, you shouldn't do hauls because this is triggering to me. I am getting triggered. My shopping addiction is getting triggered. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why are you clicking on a haul if you know that you have a shopping problem, you have a shopping addiction, you are gonna be triggered? Then don't freaking click on that video. It's a very shallow group, and I love the fact that I can go into very shallow groups and read about wrinkles or whatever it might be, makeup problems or yada yada yada. I think that is fantastic, and it's something that I really appreciate. So I get so frustrated when they want to limit my group. I'm like, no, you want to ruin it. You want to limit of what we're allowed to talk about. And they were like, stop normalizing Botox and wrinkles. It is normal. It's like saying stop normalizing makeup. It is normal. I'm sorry, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. This was a very long rant about me saying that I shouldn't maybe say trigger warning before I talk about the gym and weight loss and all of that. But it is a fact that I'm trying to lose weight. I want to do it for myself. I'm not saying that anyone else should lose weight. You can do whatever you want with your body. Eat cakes every single day if you want to. That's none of my business. Eat salad. I don't care. Like what you do, you. This Milk Makeup Bronzer is getting super low. Super, super low. Like it's in, okay, I'm not gonna say like a time. I'm gonna say a time. Why not? Because I feel like it's gonna be out in about a month, but at the same time, I don't think it's gonna be out in a month. I think it's gonna be out in like, I'm gonna be buried with my Milk Bronzer. I'm gonna be buried with it. She's going to be with me until the day I die. But I've talked up, but I take less because I really enjoy taking a little bit less and just kind of getting, I can't talk. I'm gonna go off camera to do my brows, but I was saying that I like to take a little bit less just to get that kind of natural bronzed face. See you in a little bit. I think my neighbor is vacuuming, and I'm always so baffled when someone vacuums in the morning, because it's like, don't you have respect for your neighbors? But at the same time, I'm thinking, if I dropped something like glass shattered all over, I would like to vacuum because I don't want Sigge to step in it. So I'm not gonna complain. Just gonna let them vacuum. I am today going to use the Nikkietutorials palette. When I featured this, a lot of people wanted me to do a look with it, so that's what we're doing. I think I'm gonna do my favorite look with this palette. So I'm gonna start off with this basic Brut, just tapping it off, and then I'm going to just set right here. So in one of my videos, I talked about my realization at the gym. And today I wanted to expand on that. I wanted to talk about some other, I need to close the freaking window. The birds are like, just want to shout at them, like, shut up. Seagulls must be the most hated bird in the universe. If you're unaware of what I'm talking about at the gym, I just basically said that I haven't been to the gym in forever, like years. Now I'm just blending this out, by the way. And that I started to notice like a trend with people that they kind of dressed up and they wore like matching sets. And they also had like pants that went up to their a-hole. And I just wanted to expand a little bit about, or on the trends, or I wanted to expand a little bit about my thoughts at the gym, because boy, oh boy, do I have thoughts. I'm gonna take Blend and Snap, which is this one right here. I'm gonna do one of my favorite looks that I've done with this palette, and I've done this look multiple times. So I'm just starting off very, very lightly, taking it in my crease. So I'm just taking it in my crease, guys. Nothing too serious about it. And these shadows are pretty pigmented, so I tapped it off and then I went in with just a little bit of product because I don't want it to be like too much. I'm going to work after all. Okay, but the realization that I've had is that I am the only fat person there. No one else. Everyone is like skinny or muscular, or maybe some people have a little bit of like baby fat, if you will. Like some people have a little bit to take from, but none of them are big. None of them needs to be there. This is me telling you, you don't need to go to the gym if you're skinny. If you are skinny, let the gym be for me who's fat, and you should just stay home, eat candy, eat chips, and when you're fat, you can come to the gym and join me. But when you're skinny, you should just enjoy being skinny. Eat whatever you want, but don't go to the gym to work out. I see girls running on the treadmill for an hour, not sweating a drop. I'm like, what's wrong with you? because I look at the treadmill and instantly it looks like I've showered. My sweat is just pouring. I'm like scared walking up to the treadmill. I'm shaking. I notice that my palms are getting warm and sweaty and I just can't control it. So it just looks like I've showered, and that's unfair. It's really unfair, to be honest. In my family, we have always been very hot people, and I don't mean pretty, I mean warm people. Now I'm gonna take Slasher, which is this beautiful purple, and then I am going to take it in my outer corner. You know what I want to do? I really want to go and get my nails done, and I don't want to have these like super long, lush nails. I just want to get a little bit of a pedicure, not have my nails looking like this, just to make them a little bit longer, not too much, and just have like a French manicure or something. That would be the best thing ever, but I can't. Well, I can, but the thing is, like, my nail salon, the nail salon that is where I live is so expensive, and we only have like one nail salon here. Salon. Do you say salon? And I would like to have another one, because at my nail salon, for the price that they are taking, they can't do jack shit. When I have shown them different designs, they've been like, no, can't do that. And I'm like, but what can you do? I was about to, like, I think I've talked about this, but I think I was about to like walk up and leave when they just said no to me many times. I was just like, no. And I also really want to go and get a pedicure. I've never had a pedicure. Well, I have, but that was when I was in Cyprus. No, Bulgaria. When I was in Bulgaria, I had a pedicure. No, did I have a pet? No, I didn't. I'm lying. I had fish eat on me. I did a lot of stupid shit I shouldn't do. I wouldn't have done that today, but that was disgusting. Like, my friend took her feet and just sank them in and let them eat on her skin, and that was that. Like, she was totally fine with it, didn't have a problem or anything, and I was just sitting there raising my feet, and I was like, is it over yet? I couldn't go through with it. Well, I tried, but it was so uncomfortable. And then all of the tourists that passed was watching you, so it wasn't like a very relaxing experience, because as I said, like, everyone was just watching you, taking photos, and this was many years ago, so maybe it wasn't as common as it is today. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't think that is it okay to even do that? I don't know. Please don't cancel me. I don't have many friends. I thought that I would love Pride the most, but no, Roxy Catan, come to mama. So what I'm doing is that I'm just taking this, chup. Sorry, I just burped. Chup. Oh, it's like the most beautiful pink with a little bit of peach in it. But it's not too, I don't love peachy shades, but it's not like too much. So it's just perfection. And then we are gonna take Ivy, which is here. And I think I'm gonna take some paper and scrape it off, because I was using her yesterday, and I was using All In, this one, and then Ivy. And Ivy isn't pink, but it's gotten like a lot of pink eyeshadow in it, so I just need to kind of remove that, because it kind of like ruined the shadow a little bit. Ivy, all clean. Maybe not. Are you clean? Are you clean? Did you shower? Oh, yes. I am in desperate need of like someone taking care of me. I want to go and get a massage or a facial or something. I've never gone for a facial, and I think that could be so much fun, but I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it is uncomfortable even, like not uncomfortable like that, but I'm just kind of like a, I don't like when people touch me. So maybe I shouldn't go and do it. I don't like to be touched, but I would love for you to give me a massage and a facial. So I'm just gonna drag this out and kind of blend it. And this is what we're left with. So it is a very pink eyeshadow look, but we love it. Another bad thing about being fat, plus size, whatever you want to call it, like, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with being a little bit overweight. I know that is like a, you shouldn't say it. I like curves, but I think that in my head, I am way smaller than I am in real life. Yes, because a lot of the times when, you know, for instance, I bought like new gym clothes and I went to the gym and I was feeling so good in them at home. And then I went to the gym and looked myself in my, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, you fat bitch. I had no idea I was that big. Like my stomach, it was like I was pregnant. My arms, not even gonna talk about them. I have been enjoying buying these magazines, like fashion magazines, like Elle, Dominas Värld, which is like the ladies' world, Swedish magazines. Obviously, Elle, I think you can find in other countries, but I could be wrong. I took my UOMA concealer and then Too Faced concealer just to lighten it out a little bit. And I think I'm actually gonna take my foundation brush to kind of just start to blend it out a little bit. But I was reading about the trends of this spring, what is gonna be in, what is gonna be, you know, what's been on the catwalk and what's in. Like for instance, we have had a lot of colors, not colors, and beigey colors and like oversizes, and you know, a lot of 90s clothes has been in. And I was reading a trend that I just hate. I hate this trend, and it's not a trend that I can stand by. I cannot stand by this trend. And that is, I need to spray. I don't know if you noticed, but I haven't changed out my setting spray in forever in my Shop My Stash because I never really use setting spray anymore. But now I did, so I just took a little bit on my sponge. Is it too light? I think it's too light. You know, the problem with not trying to look in the viewfinder and then having settings to go off, the trend is open backs. And first and foremost, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I saw this woman that had very dark skin with like a white top. I love the contrast of that. It just looked beautiful in the magazine. But in theory, and like for me, first and foremost, that brings up that I can't wear a bra. Well, if I can't wear a bra, I have a pretty big bosom. That brings up the fact that I cannot wear a bra, as I said. And for me, I don't know about you, but for me, that has a big bosom, that would mean that my tits would go all over. I can just imagine like trying to run to the bus and they would be like boom, 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 like juggling. Maybe I would find one on my back and I would have to like drag it, put it back into my top. Like no, braless, not for me. I'm sorry, I have had so much complex for my breasts. I even looked up like breast reduction. I was going to get one actually when I was 18 or 19. Can't remember, but that's another topic. Obviously not something I've done. Maybe you could wear a bra, but I know for a fact that I wouldn't be able to wear a bra in a shirt like that. And then the second thing is the back fat. I mean, my fat would lay on my back and it would be for everyone to show or to see. And I know the thing with like the plus size community and all is that everyone can wear the same kind of clothes, and I get that. I get that you can wear whatever is trendy, but I love when, for instance, I don't know if this was a thing, but the UK people, the English people, Trini and Susanna, did you watch them? Because I grew up with them. And they always talked about the fact, because they are different body sizes. So Trini is long and slim, and then Susanna is curvy, like she has a bosom, she has a waist, and they always talked about dressing for your body shape. So for instance, if you had a bosom, or if you had this kind of body shape, you should wear this. They styled a bunch of different body sizes, like fat, skinny, short, long, you know, everything. And they always talked about like, you should dress like this for your body shape. And maybe that's out right now. Maybe you shouldn't even talk about that, but that's the kind of fashion that I love and I want to get back to. That is kind of like my kind of thing, or my kind of motto. Like, I want to dress for my body shape. I want to dress for what suits me, and an open back isn't it. It's not it. Woo! Oh. The audacity. What the? That's what you get. That's like karma. Karma is a biatch. Another thing that isn't good or doesn't look that great on someone that's plus size is oversize. Oversize, in all honor, I think oversize is super pretty in the right way. Oversizing can be it can make you look so much bigger. Like, or the joggers. I promise you guys, like all these people on Instagram, I can see wearing joggers and like a sweat shirt, and they look super cool. If I would have worn them, my boss would be like,
Paulina, did you just come from bed? You need to go home and change ASAP, because that's not cool.
And she would probably fire me. I wouldn't ever be able to put my foot there again. Ever. She would be like, you're blocked. Not coming in here, you stupid cow. No, she wouldn't say that. She wouldn't say a thing if I wore joggers. That sort of clothes just doesn't fit me. I think it looks super cool on camera. Previously, like when I was home and sick, I usually bought those kinds of clothes. Not anymore. I've learned my lesson. I have talked about this as well, that I am buying, which is basically when you are getting all of the things ready, like the last things ready for a baby to come, and I'm not pregnant. I am the least pregnant person you have ever seen. But I am just like fixing around the house. I am buying new things, and it's not about buying new things, but it's just like, you know, I have for a long time now, so it's not like just this week. I'm just gonna take my Hourglass Palette. I don't even know what it's called. I think I'm gonna take a blush that is called Euphoric Fusion, which is this one. First time using it, but I just wanted to see, like, because our blushes has never interested me, because I just think that they look like they lack in pigment. I'm just gonna... Anyway, so I've been cleaning so much more. I've been doing all of the things that I don't usually do. I have a to-do list almost every single day. It's not too much, I promise. It's like, okay, today I'm gonna do this, and it just gets me motivated. Like, doing lists has been something that has been so helpful. So for instance, when I get home, I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna do this, 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 this. And then I still have a little bit of time every single day to kind of chill. Sometimes I don't have any time to edit, and that's why sometimes there isn't a lot of videos coming up, because I have so much to do. But I have decided to just let me be happy and live my life. It looks muddy. Might be in combination with this bronzer, I don't know, but it looks very, very muddy. I am not a fan of this one as of right now. Anyway, every single time, and I mean every single time, it's time to clean. And I am lucky to say this right now because Nicholas is sleeping. He disappears. And I'm like, where is he? Oh, I see. He's snuck into the bathroom again and he sits there. And it's like becoming this trend. And I'm like, is every man doing this? Like when it's time to start cleaning or doing something quote unquote boring, they disappear. I even, like 2 days ago, I'm becoming like a person I never wanted to be, but I even texted him the other day because I was so annoyed, and I was like, oh, it's the mandatory sneaking away to the bathroom time now that we're gonna clean. He pretended that he didn't see it. Does your men do this as well? I am trying to finish up this Pixi highlight because why the freak not? I want to get my highlighter collection down a little bit. This one and my Jouer one I'm working on. I would also love to use up some of my older ones. Nonetheless, I bought some new bathroom furniture for my bathroom and then a new furniture for the living room that I'm gonna switch out. I want everything in wood. I'm feeling like one of these grown-up people. I'm feeling like a grown-up, but I haven't really felt like that before, and I think it is. I'm gonna take my Nudestix Cherry Blossom Babe. This is very, very creamy, so I think it's gonna be okay to, and I know it looks horrible here right now, but it's going to be better, promise. But I lost many, many years because I was homesick, not leaving my house, and my life basically just had, or was at a standstill. And now it's not anymore, so I feel like I'm just growing into the person that I want to be, and you know, I feel like I'm becoming one of these like normal Swedish people, like a Svensson. That's maybe like an Anderson for you guys, I don't know what it's called, but just like a normal average person that works, that does whatever it needs to do, takes care of the house, and just like, I don't know. But it just, the other day I was almost crying because I felt so happy. Maybe it is because I'm gonna have my period soon, I don't know. But I just felt blessed and so happy just because of life and how my life has turned. But I'm not gonna talk about that because I'm gonna cry. Okay, I know that this might look crazy. I'm gonna see how it turns out. I think I just spit. I'm so sorry. I am taking my Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Sand. It has like bits in it. Tasty. Again, I know it looks crazy. And then Dose of Color lip gloss in the shade Happy Hour. I think I need to take out the stopper. Yeah, definitely getting 0 on it. And how I usually do it is that I just take a little scissor and then I just, you can't see, but it doesn't matter. I just poke it in there and then I just try and drag it up, and I broke it. Oh wow, I think this is gonna be empty today. Wow. I don't know if you can look into it, but it really doesn't have a lot in it. I think I need to bring a backup gloss. But I'm gonna fix my hair, get dressed, and fix the light, and I will be back. I changed the lippy a little bit. I took the Jouer Dulce Leche, and then I took Sand, and then this one, but I can see that it's practically empty. Insane. I don't know why I haven't focused on finishing it up when it's that little in it, but I am sweating. I also curled my hair with my Remington. I found this in my drawer and I was like, oh great, these big luscious curls, and they have already died out. They were much curlier before, so now I just have like a little a little nothing. But I am ready for spring. I'm wearing this shirt. Love it, love it, love it. And then, don't look at my stomach, but this beautiful like long skirt in leopard from Bubble Room. I'm so sorry, but I need to run. I need to do some errands before I go to work. And then, so yeah, I'm just gonna go. Thank you for watching. Bye.